priests were busy mapping out the stars, knowing that the new pharaoh was to be born, because everything that is below has a parallel to what is above. They would communicate with these above worlds using the Ankh for guidance. To the OG Egyptians, stardust, of which we are all made, was meant to be awakened while on Earth, to be reunited with the invisible world from which it came. So this map would be of great importance at the end of this pharaoh's physical life when he is to undergo his actual birth. Experiencing life on Earth was necessary, but dwarfs in comparison to the place he was to go, and so his entire life was a class to prepare him for a submolecular transfer of consciousness. But because this involves leaving the tangible behind and literally becoming psyche alone, thus experiencing the mind directly with no filtration, there is a danger at the center of this undertaking, and the consequence is eternal. Because if there be any guilt within him during this ordeal, he would not survive the genetic transfer and be overcome by Apophis. After ruling for ages and studying the glyphs that, like equations, illustrate the subatomic universe of nanoparticles and electricity seen as the backbone of reality, he was ready to move from one state to another. His physical cells began to die off as his canoe crew arrived, making this the moment that he was waiting for. For King Amenhotep, it was time to be born. The body of the pharaoh was in full death process as it was brought into the king's chamber of the Great Pyramid, and the machines were turned on, machines known today as particle accelerators. He recognized the vibrations, seeing the cymatics take place all around him, and knew it was showtime, and our king was not interested in reincarnation. The charged plasmatic nanoparticles merged to the stardust laying dormant in the blood, and he attached himself to the ignition. He was now, by definition, electricity, activated plasma that could never die or be destroyed. But this Earth realm was getting a little boring. It was time to live amongst the Netars, in the stars, to watch and maybe guide humanity in its cosmic evolution. The hydrogen within the pyramid was compressed, and the friction of quartz and limestone rocketed his now plasmatic sentience in the direction of the particular stars mapped out by the priest kings before he was born. He was free of organs that played the role of archons, and his body was left a mummified shell of a cocoon. In a flash of light, he was gone. And so, no limitations existed for him now, not even the speed of light.